This is News 3 Now at 10.
Thank you for joining us tonight. On the one-year anniversary of the coronavirus pandemic in the United States, President Biden announced his goal of getting the nation closer to normal by July 4th, and he's ramping up vaccine measures to do it.
On his 50th day now in office, the president made his first primetime address after more than 500,000 Americans lost their lives to the virus.
Finding light in the darkness is a very American thing to do.
The president said he will direct all states, tribes, and territories to make all American adults eligible for the vaccine by May 1st.
That doesn't mean everyone's going to have that shot immediately, but it means you'll be able to get in line beginning May 1.
The president also urging Americans to, quote, stick with the rules. He voiced optimism that the United States will edge toward a semblance of normalcy in the coming months, noting there is hope and light of better days ahead if we all do our part.
The president also celebrated his first big legislative victory today, signing into law his $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan, which passed Congress along party lines. The White House says people can expect to start getting their stimulus checks as soon as this weekend. Millions of more Wisconsinites will soon become eligible to receive their COVID-19 shots in the coming weeks. Starting March 29th, anyone who is 16 and older with one or more of 20 medical or health conditions will be able to get in line.
We are not asking people to verify. We are not asking people to have to bring their medical record and prove that they have asthma or diabetes. Some vaccinators may take people at their word. Others may want them to sign some simple form that attests that, yes, I am a person who has one of these conditions.
Those 20 conditions on this new list are pretty wide-ranging. It goes from heart conditions to asthma to cancer and diabetes. One that is getting the most attention is for those who are considered overweight or obese. That means if you have a BMI or body mass index over 25, you are eligible. We have a link showing you how to figure out your BMI and a list of all of the other qualifying conditions on channel3000.com.
DHS says this will be the last group before everyone is eligible for a vaccine, and that could happen in May with a new federal directive to make all adults eligible by May 1st. Madeline O'Neill shows us how vaccinators are gearing up to give more shots and just how quickly everyone who wants a vaccine might get one. Maddie?
Well, we know President Biden is saying that the country will have enough vaccine doses for every American by the end of May. But of course, it takes a lot to actually get those vaccines into people's arms. Like after a long winter.
It's great.
Change is in the air.
Everyone, I think, is breathing a sigh of relief.
That much talked about light at the end of the tunnel.
We're on a good sort of clip right now.
Is getting closer by the day.
We see it, we feel it.
Our state's vaccinators, including public health departments and hospitals, are setting their sights on an expected increase in vaccine supply.
We've been getting a fraction of what we request on a weekly basis.
SSM Health has the ability to do 20,000 vaccine appointments a week at its 18 sites in the state, once the state's weekly allotment increases.
This number could triple or even quadruple by the end of the month.
And you've heard us say it again and again, supply, supply, supply. I don't think that's going to be an issue anymore.
At the Alliant Energy Center, Public Health Madison and Dane County has already opened up all 8 lanes at the New Holland Pavilion to vaccinate educators, able to go from about 5,200 a week to 7,000 soon as eligibility expands.
It was very similar eventually to testing, that we would have just a wide open vaccination center.
Chief of Operations Doug Vagle says they've talked about moving to a 6-day setup, expanding to 12 hours a day, or even going 24/7.
So it's kind of a balancing act between the vaccine supply and the demand.
The Alliant Energy Center is also under consideration to host a FEMA vaccination site, which could mean up to 6,000 more vaccinations a day.
When doses come into the state, they're getting into arms relatively quickly. There's a high efficiency level. Like we might rank sort of #1 in the country as far as percent doses received and then administered.
UW-Madison Associate Professor Ajay Sethi says the university is vaccinating at just 7% of its true capacity, with pharmacy and nursing students ready to help out.
I just don't see the state sort of lagging behind in options.
Sethi has laid out a number of scenarios for when everyone in the state could be vaccinated.
There are other sort of variables to consider.
Variables like how many doses are given a day, which is dependent on supply, and what % of vaccines given are Johnson & Johnson's.
If everything goes smoothly in the summertime, we can expect everybody vaccinated.
Even with all the supply in the world.
And we all know that it's not possible to vaccinate 2 million people all at the same time.
So vaccinators like SSM Health are considering how to prioritize patients with high-risk medical conditions in Phase 1C, as Phase 2, encompassing everyone, is around the corner too, along with brighter days.
We are right there. We are so close.
Though there are many factors that play into this, vaccinators' best guess at getting everyone vaccinated is around June or July. Now, of course, pharmacies play a role in this as well. For instance, Walgreens, as part of a federal program, gets nearly 40,000 vaccines to help out with our efforts here in Wisconsin a week.
And let's get a look at our first warn forecast now. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
Well, it's quiet on the backyard patio. Skies are clear. Temperatures are cooling off, but there's not much of a breeze, so it doesn't really feel all that cold. As we look at the time lapse from the WISC Skycam, we had clouds for much of the morning, but then as we got into the afternoon, the sun broke through, and by late day, all the clouds are gone, and it looks like we'll be cloud-free pretty much for the next couple of days. As we check out Doppler track right now, a few light snow showers up near Lake Superior as a weather system passes well to our north, but that's about the only precipitation around. Temperatures right now have dropped into the upper 30s. We had afternoon high temperatures in the lower 50s and upper 40s. Our high temperatures for the day were actually around midnight when we were still in the middle 50s, but these temperatures will continue to fall off. By morning, we'll be down to around 30 degrees in Madison with clear skies. Tomorrow, look for mostly sunny skies and a pleasant day. High temperature at 50. Will be even a little milder on Saturday with highs in the middle 50s, but temperatures will turn colder for next week. I'll tell you what we can expect in just a few minutes.
Okay, Gary, thank you. And new tonight, the town of Bristol is considering revoking a local nightclub's liquor license. The town board held a special meeting tonight to consider suspending Club Bristol's liquor and adult entertainment licenses. The strip club decided to voluntarily shut down after shots were fired outside the business 3 times within a week.
Certain businesses which are more consistent with Bristol and its characteristic and its residents, and this one is not. It's a square peg in a round hole.
The town board is planning to file a formal complaint against the Club Bristol on Monday. The business's co-owner has said he plans on making changes to address the gun violence problem.
The pandemic made 2020 the deadliest in the United States in more than a century. According to preliminary CDC data, it appears that the U.S. hasn't seen a year as deadly as 2020 since at least 1900. More than 3.3 million people died from all causes in the United States last year. The pandemic pushed the overall death rate up 15%. Coronavirus was also listed by the CDC as likely the 3rd leading cause of death in the U.S. following heart disease and cancer. Close to 600,000 people will die of COVID-19 by July 1st. That is according to a new model from the Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation at the University of Washington. The Institute's new projection is more than 22,000 deaths higher than its forecast from over the weekend. The team says it increased the projection because of declining mask usage in many states. State vaccinators gave out more than 47,000 doses of the COVID vaccine over the last 24 hours. That raises our statewide total to more than 1.8 million doses. And more good news, no new deaths were reported in Wisconsin today. Rock County health officials say they are averaging about 12 new COVID cases per day over the last week. About 20% of Rock County's population has gotten at least 1 dose of the vaccine, and about 12% are fully vaccinated.
I can say that the metrics are looking very positive right now, and the hope is always to get back to as normal as possible while preventing the spread of the disease and making sure we continue to see kind of very low levels of case activity. So we continue to monitor those trends on a weekly basis.
Every student in the Madison School District will have the chance to return to in-person learning, but many will be waiting a while. The district detailed its phased approach today. Kindergartners were the first to make the return early this week. First and second graders will come back next week. Under the new plan, certain ages, like students in high school, wouldn't return until late April, meaning they'd be going to school for just a few weeks until the year gets out. District leaders were asked questions about the reopening plans tonight during a virtual event, and one of the main topics was about sports.
We are really looking forward to, similar to our in-person instruction phasing in, doing the same things for our co-curriculars and specifically our athletics. We're hoping, and obviously Mother Nature will play some part in it, to start phasing in as soon as next week with some of our individual sports and small groups, places where we don't share equipment and can maintain 6 feet distance at all times, and then gradually adding activities to show that our mitigation strategies are in place.
And you can find the complete list of what grades are slated to come back and when on our website, channel3000.com. UW-Madison says this year's spring commencement will happen in person at Camp Randall. There will be 2 ceremonies, May 8th, one for undergrads, the other for those earning a higher degree. Officials say students must wear their masks, practice physical distancing, and show their green Badger badge to participate. Family and friends cannot attend. They can't go inside the stadium, but they can watch that ceremony online.
Merrick Garland is now officially the next U.S. Attorney General. He was ceremonially sworn in this afternoon by Vice President Kamala Harris. He was confirmed by the Senate yesterday. Attorney General Garland says his first priority will be prosecuting those who are responsible for the January 6th riots at the Capitol. Still to come tonight, more European countries are postponing some vaccinations as potential troubles arise with one of the shots. Plus, new information on the plans for this summer's Dane County Farmers Market. That's coming up next.
Everyone's a winner at Furniture and Appliance Mart's Lucky Streak Appliance Sale. Save as much as 43% off in-stock appliances now. Side-by-side refrigerators start at just $8.49 and no interest financing at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
You may not know them. The coffee shop owner who knows your order. The couple who saves your seats. The family down the street who greets you with a smile. They've been there for you. Now you can be there for them. Donate today and help our friends and neighbors keep their power on.
If you're ready for a new Toyota, let's get started and save big at East Madison Toyota. Take your pick from our giant selection of new Toyotas and save big. RAV4s, Corollas, Highlanders, Tacomas, and more. Get started and get behind the wheel of your new Toyota at East Madison Toyota. Come see why more and more Wisconsin buyers are choosing us at East Madison Toyota off I-90 and 151.
Who really has the best beef? Meet the facts. Fact. Hy-Vee's standards are so high, their cattle have to be hand-selected. And only 6 out of 100 cattle are even good enough to be called Hy-Vee Choice Reserve. Only 6 out of 100. Makes you wonder who's buying the other 94 and selling that beef to their customers. Get the facts at meetthefacts.hyvee.com.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Feeling lucky? Everyone's a winner at Ashley Home Store's Lucky Streak Sale. Everything is marked down at savings up to 50% off. Then pick up your scratch-off card in store for up to an extra 15% off and 0% interest until 2022. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Friday, we're getting a jump on the weekend and a jump start on celebrating International Pie Day.
We'll take you to a local diner that's getting in on the fun in the 608. That and the latest on the weekend forecast Friday on News 3 Now this morning.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. The Dane County Farmers Market will start the 2021 outdoor season at the Align Energy Center on April 10th. Market organizers made the announcement today, saying they are confident the Madison staple will return to the Capitol Square sometime this summer. The walk-up market will run every Saturday from 7 a.m. until noon. Shoppers will also have the option to pre-order products. A new survey says since the start of the pandemic a year ago, nearly half of Americans missed a rent or mortgage payment. According to a survey by Go Bank Rate, 46% missed one or more payments. 25% of people surveyed have missed more than one. Go Banking Rate survey also found that 22% of Americans who lost their jobs during the last year are still unemployed.
Some infighting in the state of Texas over the controversial lifting of a statewide mask mandate. The state's Attorney General Ken Paxton has made good on his threat. He's now suing the city of Austin because it will not lift its local mask mandate. The AG's office argues that the order unconstitutionally undercut the state's reopening efforts. The European Union today granted approval for the single-dose vaccine from Johnson & Johnson. That's now the fourth to be authorized for use in the European Union, along with vaccines from Pfizer, Moderna, and AstraZeneca. And now there have been some challenges with that AstraZeneca vaccine. Today, Denmark, Italy, and Norway are among the latest nations to suspend the use of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine pending an investigation. This comes after reports that some patients developed blood clots after getting an injection. Today, AstraZeneca said patient safety was its highest priority and that the vaccine has been extensively studied. Earlier this week, Austria, Estonia, Lithuania, Luxembourg, and Latvia all suspended the use of one specific batch of the AstraZeneca vaccine as well.
New tonight, the military is looking into last month's security breach at the base that houses Air Force One. The Air Force Inspector General released a report on the incident today. It shows an unauthorized man illegally entering Joint Base Andrews in Maryland back on January 4th. The man roamed around the base for over 5 hours, then boarded a C-40 military aircraft. He was eventually taken into custody. The report blames the breach on multiple security failures, including a distracted gate guard, a malfunctioning gate, and personnel who did not challenge the intruder. Warren Buffett has leveled up in the wealth department. The legendary American investor is now worth $100 billion as of today. That is according to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index. Buffett is now the 6th richest person in the world, ranking just behind Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg. At 90 years old, Buffett has added nearly $13 billion to his net worth this year alone. Well, here's some not so good news for a lot of us. Netflix is testing a new feature that could crack down on password sharing. The way it would work is when a user selects their profile on a shared Netflix account, a pop-up will ask them to verify the account. That would be done with a text or email sent to the account holder. If they can't confirm they're an authorized user, viewers will be prompted to set up a new account.
Something Gary Kidalty will have to keep in mind as he gets geared up for the weekend. Your first one forecast, but we should have some sunshine coming our way, Gary.
I'm too busy looking at the forecast to look at Netflix. No, the weather forecast actually is pretty quiet right now, which is good news, especially this time of year, because March can be a stormy month. But the time lapse from the Queeby Radio Skycam shows some clouds this morning, and then watch as the sunshine came in this afternoon. And we had bright sunshine for the rest of the day, and it looks like we'll see sunny skies for the next couple of days. And don't forget, speaking of sunshine, that it's time to turn your clocks ahead an hour. That will be when you go to bed Saturday night. It happens 2 a.m. Sunday morning. We go on daylight saving time. Everything shifts forward an hour, so sunrise and sunset will be an hour later, so it'll get light an hour later in the morning, but the sun will stay up an hour later in the evening, which would be nice as we head through the spring. 3 things you need to know. We'll see plenty of sunshine for Friday and Saturday. Unfortunately, we're not on daylight time yet at that point. Sunday will be a little more cloudy. Temperatures will drop back into the 40s, so it won't be as mild on Sunday, and rather chilly weather is likely on Monday. It'll be breezy for both Sunday and Monday. And then some light rain on Monday. Could start out as some light snow late Sunday night, and then a mix of rain and snow early on Monday morning. On Doppler tracks, still a little bit of light snow up in the western end of Lake Superior. Temperatures are a little bit colder up there. That's because they picked up some snow yesterday, anywhere from about 3 to 5 inches in a narrow band from northeastern South Dakota through central Minnesota to the Arrowhead of Minnesota, where over a half a foot of snow came down, and several inches fell in far northern Wisconsin and the western UP of Michigan. As we check out high temperatures today, that area had temperatures that were a little bit colder than the rest of us. Now, the 56 high in Madison, a little deceiving. That actually happened just after midnight before the cold front came through. Temperatures dropped into the middle 30s this morning, and our afternoon high temperature was around 50 degrees. As we check out Weather Track, the jet stream has flattened out a little bit, and notice the northern branch of the jet stream now just starting to dip into North Dakota and northern Minnesota, bringing down slightly colder air. The main storm track staying to our south, some showers and thunderstorms down toward the Ohio River. Out west, the storm system bringing some rain and mountain snows through much of the southwestern portion of the country. Eventually, that weather system will stay to our south, and our temperatures will turn a little colder as a result as it passes by. There's also a second cold front to our north of which temperatures are mainly in the 20s and lower 30s. Right now, we're in the mid to upper 30s across the state. Compared to 24 hours ago, that's a drop of about 20 degrees, but still, our temperatures are going to be around average. And on future track, we'll see clear skies overnight, plenty of sunshine for tomorrow, and probably for Saturday as well. As we check out our forecast for tomorrow, look for mostly sunny skies, high temperature topping out right at 50 degrees, so a pleasant day overall. We'll go a few degrees higher on Saturday with a high 54, 46 on Sunday. Again, the winds kick in out of the east, clouds move in, so that'll keep temperatures down a bit. Then some light snow Sunday night could mix with rain on Monday morning before changing to light rain during the day. It'll be a blustery and cold day with a high in the upper 30s. 42 on Tuesdays, St. Patrick's Day, chilly as well, maybe a couple of flurries Wednesday night, and then those temperatures warming back up into the upper 40s by the end of next weekend.
Well, Gary, thank you. Just ahead in sports, the Badgers open up the Big Ten tournament. Game went down to the wire. So who came up clutch late for Wisconsin? Zach will tell us next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It all starts with an invitation to experience Lexus. To see how we put you first. What starts with an invitation becomes an experience. Visit Lexus in person or online for exceptional offers. Now through March 31st.
Get 0% APR financing on the 2021 NX300 all-wheel drive.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Wisconsin weather can be frustrating. Get the latest forecast, alerts, and detailed traffic reports from the News 3 Now team. Download the Channel 3000 Firstborn app, sponsored by Group Health Cooperative, and be prepared for anything headed our way.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Aren't you tired of being tired? Shop Denver Mattress today and get all the Z's you need. And during the wall-to-wall sale, check out the Summit Firm Easy on the Wallet for only $249.99. Save up to $100 on the Doctor's Choice lineup, America's #1 rated mattress. Or get a free $300 gift when you purchase a new Tempur-Pedic. Plus 4 years no interest and free shipping right to your door. Say goodbye to tossing and turning and hello to a better night's sleep. Only at Denver Mattress.
Just saying the word spring. At Madison Lighting, it's a fresh new season. The showroom is filled with the best in lighting trends. They make adding light at your house easy. Update your home instantly with welcoming light in the entryway. Give your kitchen some love with more light. Ask the experts at Madison Lighting to show you how to shine some light at your house. Visit the showroom on Watts Road, Madison, or shop online with free shipping. Madison Lighting. Light changes everything.
Oh, it's cold outside, but you can warm up your winter with a sweet deal from Madison Magazine. Get a 2-year subscription for only $19.95, and we'll send you a free limited edition oak mug, a $5 gift card, and gourmet hot cocoa from Madison's own Infusion Chocolates. But hurry, this offer ends soon. Go to MadisonMagazine.com and enter OPE21 to receive this amazing deal today, only from Madison Magazine.
There are endless ways to see the world. But when it comes to actually getting there and experiencing every soul-changing corner of it, there's only one. The Jeep Cherokee.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 84 months or $4,750 total cash allowance on select 2021 Jeep Cherokee models.
The shooting struggles, losing 6 of their last 8 games and a 6th place finish in the Big Ten. None of that matters now. It's tournament time, and the Badgers have a clean slate. Wisconsin taking on Penn State in the second round of the Big Ten tourney. The Badgers were down 8 early, but came alive from deep. Nate Reaver spots up and splashes one home to put them up 2. They led by 10 at the break and added to it in the second half. Brad Davison dials one up from deep, and it's 49-33. But Penn State will come all the way back. It's a 1-point game with seconds to go, and Reavers says not today. The block, Davison calls a timeout, seals the game. Wisconsin holds on to win 75-74. They'll face Iowa tomorrow night. The Bucks back from the All-Star break, and Drew Holiday was back in the starting lineup against the Knicks, and the Deer were rolling. Off the turnover, Chris Middleton slams it home, capping off a 12-0 run for Milwaukee. Then later in the half, they were running again, and Giannis does his best Middleton impression. He'd get the dunk and the foul for his triple-double, this 5th of the season triple-double tonight. Bucks win it by 33. The Badger men's hockey team got a surprise after practice today. Their Big Ten trophy arrived, and it was perfect timing, too. Wisconsin can use that as motivation for the week because they don't hit the ice again until Monday. UW will either face Penn State or Notre Dame in the Big Ten tourney, and as far as the game plan goes, nothing changes for Tony Granato's club.
That's really important for, a maturity of a team to understand that. When you get to the big games, you don't ask more of yourself or more of players. You want yourself to play, the same rock solid game that you guys have played all year to put ourselves in this position.
Wisconsin's weekend series against Northwestern has been called off because the Wildcats have pushed the pause button on team activities. The Badgers' next scheduled match is March 18th against Minnesota. Remember, Wisconsin hasn't played since February 21st. And what a day it was for Steve Stricker. He wasn't supposed to be golfing in the Players' Championship this week, but after a 6:45 phone call this morning, he hopped on a plane and replaced Justin Rose, and it worked out for Strick. He was 4 under after his first 8 holes, finished 2 under, 5 shots back. We're back after this.
Still playing
some
great
still
golf.
Got it. I mean,
a nursing home promises to care for our parents as cherished loved ones. But if your parents have been injured in a nursing home, we can help. Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Running low on the items you need? You don't have to go out. iCare provides everything you need, delivered right to your door for free. iCare members receive up to $1,200 per year in over-the-counter benefits. Our catalog features hundreds of items that include both brand name and generic options. The iCare benefit card also gives you the freedom to buy in-store to get what you need when you need it. Rest easy. iCare is looking out for your health needs.
What you see is important to you. How you see is important to us. We're Shopco Optical. You'll see.
Don't let uneven surfaces slow down your shoveling next winter. Let Concrete Lifting Technologies raise up your uneven pavement. Our minimally intrusive procedure uses polyurethane to level sunken concrete and provide a level surface. Why replace your concrete when you can lift it? For a free quote, call Concrete Lifting Technologies today.
Have you reached your limit with your prepaid provider? Ditch your subpar network for U.S. Cellular Prepaid and get the high-quality service you deserve, plus a free phone. We don't stick you on rented towers like other prepaid providers. We keep you connected on our powerful core network for reliable service that you can count on. Switch to U.S. Cellular Prepaid and get a free smartphone.
So much time at home. I need new furniture.
Dylan, it's Slumberland's Build Your Room sale. Look what you can get for just $20, $30, or $40 a month. How about a dining room for just $20 a month?
I'm more of a pizza in front of the TV kind of guy. Recliners. I've always wanted a couple of those.
How about two of these for just $30 a month when you spent $1,800 and pay no interest for 5 years?
Well, hello, Slumberland.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Yeah.
With great deals, get ready to turn your dreams into reality.
Hurry in, because right now you can lease a new 2021 RAV4 for $209 a month. To learn more about this and other great offers, visit Toyota.com.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app today. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Finally tonight, Jeep is showing off its new entry into high-end luxury SUV market. The new Jeep Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer come in a range of styles. The vehicles feature 3 rows of seats plus leather and wood trim. The lowest priced Wagoneer starts at $68,000, while the most expensive cost $108,000. The first Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneers are slated to arrive at dealerships in the second half of this year.
Boy, I hope that one for $108,000 has that fake wood siding on it.
And like I hope it cooks you dinner too.
Wagoneers.
Can I trade in my Sienna with 160,000 miles?
Jerry, I'm telling you, you got 20 more years with that Sienna.
Probably do, you're right. But temperatures right now are in the upper 30s, so pretty comfortable out there. Not much of a breeze. Look for a low tonight of 30, a high tomorrow of about 50, and then temperatures stay mild for Saturday, but turn colder for next week. Maybe some light rain Monday and a couple of flurries Wednesday night.
You got to get the radio fixed, though, Gary. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
That'll never happen. Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.